Hello students, this presentation on new concepts is done by Mrs. Ashwini Talaulika, Faculty of Dr. D.Y. Patil IHMCT, Pune for the final year BHMCT, students for the course CEB 801 Specialization in Food and Beverage Service and Management 3. Contents covered under the topic New Concept are Trends in Eating Out, Molecular Gastronomy in Food and Beverage, Genetically Modified Foods, Organic Foods and Wines, Introduction, Vegan Cuisine, Introduction. Trends in Eating Out. Following are some of the trends in eating out. Each of them will be discussed in the upcoming slides. 1. Vegan cuisine or vegetarian food. 2. Meat-free or plant-based. 3. No alcohol or low alcohol. 4. Non-alcohol happy hours. 5. Kids menu. 6. Eating where you shop or food halls. 7. Ghost kitchen or virtual kitchen. 8. Delivery system, better packaging. 9. Hygiene and sanitation. 10. Gut-friendly food. 11. Not so simple sugars. 12. Japanese style. 13. Keto and paleo friendly. 14. Interest in healthy eating. 15. Organically produced fresh food. 16. Menus will be slimmer and easy to digest. Vegan cuisine or vegetarian food. Vegan cuisine uses no animal products, such as meat, dairy, or eggs. This is more restrictive than vegetarian cuisine, which allows non-meat animal products. All vegan recipes are therefore vegetarian, though not all vegetarian meals are vegan. The disadvantage is, vegans should be attentive to their intake of vitamins B, especially B12, and D, calcium, iodine, and fatty acids. Meat-free or plant-based. As consumers continue to seek out plant-based alternatives, meat companies are seeing if consumers will opt for burgers made of meat but less of it. The Blended Burger Project, a movement started by the James Beard Foundation, takes classic burgers and blends them with at least 25% of a plant-based foods such as fresh mushrooms. No alcohol or low alcohol. From craft beers of 0.5% alcohol by volume, to serious mocktails like Dry Monsoon Martini, younger British people are dialing down their alcohol intake. No low alcohol is set to grow in sophistication. Non-alcohol happy hours. Non-alcohol beverages can also be called as mocktails, zero-proof or spirit-free drinks. Non-alcoholic beverages are becoming a staple at happy hours around the country. One can expect to see even more zero-proof drinks, such as hops-infused sparkling waters, and alternatives to liquors, meant to be used with a mixer such as botanical infused for gin. Kids menu. Millennial parents are raising a generation of little foodies, or the young adventurous eats. Restaurants and food brands are upgrading old school kids menus to include things like non-breaded salmon fish sticks, organic chicken nuggets, pastas made from alternative flours and more. Eating where one shops or food halls. It is found that shoppers are increasingly eating and shopping in the same place, from butcher bistro hybrids to spaces that blend deli shopping with bars and dining. Ghost kitchen or virtual kitchen. Virtual restaurants, also known as ghost restaurants, are online-only restaurants that serve customers exclusively through delivery. In other words, it does not have dine-in or pick-up options. So virtual restaurants prepare the food from a location that does not have to be apparent to people. Fasos and Fresh Menu are big examples of cloud kitchens. Delivery system, better packaging. As online food delivery services grow, the amount of plastic they generate is also increasing. However, finding alternative solutions that are inexpensive and easy to use has not been easy. Zoom Pizza, an automated pizza delivery restaurant in California, won an award from the DuPont Awards for Packaging Innovation for its pizza pod, which was made from compostable and biodegradable sugarcane fiber. Hygiene and sanitation. The primary tenet of food service sanitation is absolute cleanliness. It begins with personal hygiene, the safe handling of foods during preparation, and clean utensils, equipment, appliances, storage facilities, kitchen and dining room. Food handlers may be the carriers of disease-causing bacteria. Gut-friendly food. With fermenting, pickling and preserving reaching the mainstream, it is agreed that gut health is set to be a big food trend for 2018. This includes probiotics like kimchi, miso and kefir, and prebiotics such as onions, garlic and other alliums. Not so simple sugars. Instead of reaching for honey to sweeten the baking product, one should try a sweet syrupy reduction from a starch or fruit source. Syrups from monk fruit, pomegranate, coconut, sweet potato, sorghum, and dates will add a touch of sweetness to dessert recipes and even to meat glazes and marinades. Japanese style. One of the many trends that have caught up with Japanese kitchens over the years is live cooking. Live cooking is a culinary art form which involves the chef who prepares the dish in the open and serves it at the table. Keto and Paleo diet. Both diets focus on high-quality, nutrient-rich foods and eliminate grains and legumes. Typically, a keto diet is higher in fat than paleo. Paleo is usually higher in carbs than the keto. While the paleo diet incorporates fruit and starchy vegetables, the keto diet doesn't, because they are too high in carbs. Interest in healthy eating. Healthy eating means eating a variety of foods that gives one the nutrients needed to maintain health, feel good, and have energy. These nutrients include protein, carbohydrates, fat, water, vitamins, and minerals. Organically produced fresh food. Organic foods are produced through farming practices that only use natural substances. The most commonly purchased organic foods are fruits, vegetables, grains, dairy products, and meat. Nowadays, there are also many processed organic products available, such as sodas, cookies and breakfast cereals. Menus will be slimmer and easy to digest. This refers to the ingredients used for cooking to avoid wastage of food. Restaurants are now planning the menus which have many ingredients common in them. Restaurants are also planning the menus according to the natural habitat of the locals so that the food is easy to digest. Molecular gastronomy in food and beverage. Molecular gastronomy is a subdiscipline of food science that seeks to investigate the physical and chemical transformations of ingredients that occur in cooking. Its program includes 3 areas: social, artistic, and technical. Advantages of molecular gastronomy. Reduces fat and sugar intake. That is, molecular gastronomy powders, like decommed, dextrose, and glucose powder, atomized, can be used for confectionery use. lowers the need to add salt or other things to enhance the flavor, opens up the taste buds. Food tastes better, improves desire to eat it again, eye-appealing and beneficial to restaurant owners. Disadvantages of molecular gastronomy. Molecular cuisine introduces chemicals to food preparation of their dishes. This would have an impact on health. This food science involves liquid nitrogen fumes, dry ice, xanthan gums, calcium salts. The concern about the health repercussions is but natural. But most experts have allayed the possibility of any harm, as the amount of chemicals used is minuscule. Examples of molecular gastronomy: the liquid nitrogen ice creams, smoked beer, arugula spaghetti, rainbow foam. Genetically modified foods or GM foods. Genetically modified foods are foods produced from organisms that have had changes introduced into their DNA using the methods of genetic engineering, as opposed to traditional crossbreeding. In the US, the Department of Agriculture, USDA, and the Food and Drug Administration, FDA, favor the use of the term genetic engineering over genetic modification as being more precise. According to the World Health Organization, foods produced from or using GM organisms are often referred to as GM foods. Genetically modified foods, GM foods, also known as genetically engineered foods, GE foods, or bioengineered foods, are foods produced from organisms that have had changes introduced into their DNA using the methods of genetic engineering. Genetic engineering techniques allow for the introduction of new traits, as well as greater control over traits when compared to previous methods, such as selective breeding and mutation breeding. There is a scientific consensus that currently available food derived from GM crops poses no greater risk to human health than conventional food, but that each GM food needs to be tested on a case-by-case basis before introduction. Nonetheless, members of the public are much less likely than scientists to perceive GM foods as safe. The legal and regulatory status of GM foods varies by country, with some nations banning or restricting them, and others permitting them, with widely differing degrees of regulation. List of advantages of genetically modified foods. Following are the advantages of genetically modified foods. 1. Insect resistance. 2. Stronger crops. 3. Larger production. 4. Environmental protection. 5. Extensive protection for crops. 6. More nutritious foods. 7. Decreased use of pesticides. 8. More income. 9. Less deforestation. 10. Decrease in global warming. 11. Decrease in food prices. 12. New products. List of disadvantages of genetically modified foods. Following are the disadvantages of genetically modified foods. 1. Allergic reactions. 2. Not 100% environmentally friendly. 3. Lower level of biodiversity. 4. Decreased antibiotic efficacy. 5. Unusual taste. 6. Not totally safe to eat. 7. Cross-pollination. 8. New diseases. 9. Food supply at risk. 10. Widening gap of corporate sizes. Organic food and wines. Organic food is a food which is cultivated without any chemicals, pesticides, and fertilizers. Organic meat, poultry, eggs, and dairy products come from animals that are given no antibiotics or growth hormones. The advantages of organic food are: Organic produce contains fewer pesticides. Organic food is often fresher. Organic farming is better for the environment. Organic meat and milk are richer in certain nutrients. It is observed that omega-3 fatty acids were up to 50% higher in organic meat and milk. Organic food is GMO-free. The disadvantages of organic food are: organic foods cost more than items grown through traditional methods. Organic foods are not always available in some communities. Organic foods have a shorter shelf life than other items. Organic foods are more sensitive to environmental changes. Organic foods offer a higher risk of bacterial contamination. Organic wines. Organic wine is wine made from grapes, grown in accordance with principles of organic farming, which typically excludes the use of artificial chemical fertilizers, pesticides, herbicides. The advantages of organic wine are: organic wine contains less added sugar. Organic wine hangovers aren't as bad. Organic wine has the same perks as regular wine. That is, wine drinking in general helps keep one in better health. Organic wine has more cancer-fighting agents. Organic wine has less pesticides. Organic wine has less preservatives and extras. Organic wine has less contaminants. Organic wine has better levels of resveratrol, antioxidant. The disadvantages of organic wine are: the preservation and stabilization of wine. No chemical preservatives or sulfites are used in it. This leads to organic wines having a very short shelf life, of a few weeks only, and also the wine will not be stable. Another major drawback is the price. Wine, with an organic label on it, is far costlier than its non-organic counterpart. Vegan cuisine. Vegan cuisine uses no animal products, such as meat, dairy, or eggs. This is more restrictive than vegetarian cuisine, which allows non-meat animal products. All vegan recipes are therefore vegetarian, though not all vegetarian meals are vegan. Advantages of vegan cuisine are: vegan diet is richer in certain nutrients. It can help you lose excess weight. It appears to lower blood sugar levels and improve kidney function. A vegan diet may protect against certain cancers. It's linked to a lower risk of heart disease. A vegan diet can reduce pain from arthritis. Disadvantages of vegan cuisine are: to ensure that the vegan diet followers are consuming enough iron, zinc, vitamin D, calcium, and omega-3 fatty acids. There is a high risk of developing vitamin B12 deficiency that, if untreated, can potentially cause neurological effects that are irreversible. Hope everyone has understood the new concept in food and beverage. Also, terms like molecular gastronomy, genetically modified foods, organic food and wine, and vegan cuisine have been explained with their advantages and disadvantages. Thank you.